Welcome back to Keystone Hobbies. If you like our content, feel free to help support us over on patreon.com/Keystone Hobbies. What, John?
I'm looking over at Tyler.
Oh,
Oh, hi. Yeah, it's me.
it's a substitution.
Oh, no,
Substitution
no, this
Jutsu.
this
Anyway,
is
the
really me.
Discord link will be in the description. Come play games with us.
Nate, thank you. We love you.
Yes, we do love you.
We love you, Nate.
Thank you for all of your support and
And
entertainment that you give us.
and are we gonna have a special surprise here for Nate soon?
Yeah, he gets to have this. He gets to have me.
Ooh. Well, I think there might be a video we're going to be posting in the Patreon. So, any of our listeners who are interested in some fun antics, feel free to pop over in the Patreon. We'll probably get that up sometime this week.
Especially if you like feet stuff.
Ooh, feet stuff.
No, thank you.
That's not what you said last night.
Be that as it may, at least I don't want to spoil too much, but you know what? That was quite the experience.
You know what? You
Yes,
are a
it
greater
was.
man than I.
I
That's all
gave, I
I'm
did
gonna
not.
say.
I gave, I did not receive. Yeah.
You gave 100%, and that's all that can be asked for. So
Oh, that was last night. Had some crazy stuff
Yeah,
happen.
without giving too much away,
yeah, let's just talk about last night. We had a Christmas party in January 21st, Christmas party time. A little late, but it was good. It was when we could all get around and went over to our buddy Taylor's, previous host on the show.
had some good food, good
There's
games, good company.
Yep.
Yes, there was a lot of games, prizes, and some of the games got a little crazy. With the beer goggle game, got a little out of hand for
The
some things.
the beer goggle game was the MVP. That game was a lot of fun. I really like the gift exchange. I think everybody
Hmm.
did a pretty darn good job with their gifts they got everybody. Um,
Oh yeah,
yep, yep.
I'm very content with mine.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, you've been playing with that thing all day, huh?
He's been sticking by my side. What can I say? I love my little mini me.
Yep.
Took him to bed with him.
Yeah.
Oh, just wait for Miss Chu to rip that up.
Oh no.
Oh, she'll have to sleep outside for one night if she does.
Oh, just one night.
Just one night. I
Just
love her
one
too
night.
The
much.
warmest night in summer is the day you're gonna pick.
Yeah,
uh,
I can't be too cruel to her.
that's fair. It's your baby.
But if my child doesn't come out looking like that little mini me right there, then I'm just gonna have to tell the wife that we need to redo it.
Yeah,
Yep.
just try
Throw a
again.
new bun in the oven.
Hmm.
Yep, throw that one out the window. Be like, all right, try again.
Now you know what to expect, at least.
Yes, I have
Is
very high expectations.
is five
Yes.
years old too late to abort a kid?
I don't see why not. This is 2023.
Yeah, 120th trimesters seem fine, right? Abortions, that's all right. Whatever.
Yeah, right.
If you can't do taxes, then it's perfectly okay to get rid of it.
I mean, I guess that's fair.
Oh, can you imagine that? Living out like the first 4 years of your life, and then they're just like, man, we're just it's not a good chemistry with
You
us,
know, it's
and
just not working out. And instead of you carrying your life in a foster family and potentially, all the baggage that comes with that, we just decided that we're going to put you down. Now we don't have to worry about any of that. And our conscience
Euthanize.
can be clear because we know we did the right thing by you.
yeah, I need some of that. I need that energy.
Tell you what, fucking this year's bonfire is gonna be awesome.
Ooh.
And it's gonna have some good old human remains in it.
Hey,
Ooh,
if you have
fuel
a
for the
clever
fire.
way of taking care of a corpse, let me know because I'm currently harboring one in my basement.
Is it all insulined out, or do you still have a little bit left to go?
Well, we bled her dry, unfortunately, but
Oops.
we just have to find the place for the body. but that's the cost of doing business when you're trying to save money on your prescription in the United States.
Again, 2023, things are just, not getting any better. So
Yeah.
we have to resort to drastic measures.
I'm gonna be very concerned if John ends up getting like a pig pen, and he has like a bunch of these pet pigs running around. Yeah, I'm gonna be real concerned.
Oh yeah, them it's the pigs. I'll stop feeding them periodically so I can put the dead bodies in there. The little
you go.
muzzles will get right through bone.
It's either that or an unreasonable amount of plastic totes.
Yes.
Yeah.
John, you got quite the collection of plastic totes, and not even like these little big ones, like these like freaking 5x5s.
Why do I keep seeing you take sulfuric acid bottles to the recycling center? That's a really strange thing to have in bulk.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like going to Lowe's, and it's just like freaking 10 plastic totes and all these freaking acid bottles. And it's like, it's for a science experiment. Don't worry.
I love
Right.
this nightmare room my basement is becoming. This is my favorite canon.
Nightmare room.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I've never been in your basement yet, so this could all be a true story.
That's fair. There's a lot of magic cards down there.
Oh, I'm sure it's very magical.
Oh yeah, it's magical if horror is also considered magic.
It can be in some cases.
Oh boy. But yeah, so yeah, the I gotta say the gift exchange was my favorite part. What'd you like, Greg?
Well, the beer glasses did get me to stay.
This is true.
I didn't think I would like that game as much as I did. But to be fair, if I would have if the first card was something about feet, I would have left.
If you got a certain
That's-
somebody's card,
Yeah, no.
you would have been done.
Yeah, there are a couple of those cards where I'm like, I'm glad that's not me.
It's
John having to play tag was pretty fun though.
every
That was-
time we have a party, somewhere somehow someone involves feet. Fucking white people.
It's fucking.
It's
white
because of
people.
your toe. Your toe is the cause of it all.
It's magic.
I'm gonna amputate my toe.
Are you gonna put it in a jar? You gotta put it in a jar
I
and keep
probably
it.
should.
I mean, your toe's probably considered an endangered species at this point, so
Maybe.
there,
Oh,
there
you
might
could
be
put it in a
hippies
museum.
outside of your house with flyers and like,
My my big
Leave.
toe and space time.
leave the indigenous Greg's toe alone.
It's gonna be on
Indigenous
national
Greg's
history.
toe.
They'll write stories about it.
Oh my gosh. But
Well, so Fire Emblem Engage came out on Friday, and I'm 17 hours into it.
Yeah, an absolute heathen. Because didn't you just say like last night that you were 10 hours into it?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it came out Friday. We're doing recording on Sunday.
I got home. It was probably around midnight, I think, and I was playing until 5 in the morning.
holy shit.
No, absolutely not.
Now, mind you, I just got done with chapter 13, and I didn't want to look up spoilers, but I wanted to know like how many chapters there were, and I found out there's 26. So I'm technically halfway through the story, but every time I do a story mission, I usually go and do 1 or 2 skirmishes just to make sure that I'm a good enough level for the next story mission, so I'm not like brick walling myself. But I've been loving the game. I think it's better than the most recent Fire Emblem, which was Three Houses. I didn't like how it was basically like a dating sim in a way. But this game, they went back to their roots. They're focusing on combat. There's still like you can still eat with people, you can still like hang out with characters and stuff like that, but it's not needed where in Three Houses it was needed because you basically had to give gifts and always talk to people in order to get them on your team. Where in this game, you can do the whole like support missions and stuff like that, but it's not needed, and I really like that because there's nothing worse than going back to like the main hub and just seeing all these different lights up, and you're just like, fuck, I have so much to do. All this is boring. Um, so I'm really glad they did away with that. It's still a little daunting. I got to the point in the game where I don't go around talking to everyone anymore just because I'm just not doing that every time. They should find a better way of doing that, or maybe that is the better way of doing it, but it's not something I'm interested in. But
Hmm.
um,
Gotcha. I
something.
go
Go
ahead.
ahead. Something really cool I noticed is the voice actors that are in this game. I didn't do a huge dive. I only went through like the names and seen if any names popped out. And the number one, I saw the name and I immediately was like, "Oh shit, I didn't know that." And it's Yuri Lowenthal. Tyler, are you familiar with Yuri?
Tell me who he plays.
So he plays Spider-Man in the PS4 games, the Miles Morales game. He plays Spider-Man in Midnight Suns. He
Okay.
plays you wouldn't know this, but he plays Johnny in the Final Fantasy VII remake,
Oh,
and
Johnny. Okay.
he also plays Sasuke Uchiha in the movies.
No, he doesn't.
Yep.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
There is something you're missing, Greg, because you told me about this guy, and I was like, oh, okay, I have no idea about him. He also voiced Broly in the in one of the Dragon Ball movies.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, yep.
His wife is also a voice actor. She's the original voice actor for Edelgard, which was a character in Final Fantasy from Three Houses, and they brought her back with her role. I didn't look in if that was the same with the other two houses, but I'm gonna assume so. But um, do you know Justin Briner, Tyler?
Can't say that I know that one.
So he voices the World Tournament announcer in Dragon Ball Z Kakarot. He has played Deku in two movies in My Hero,
Okay.
and he also voice acts Majub in Xenoverse 2.
Oh, interesting.
Hmm.
And the last person that stuck out was Nick Wolfhard, and he is the brother of Finn Wolfhard from Stranger Things.
That's why that name sounded familiar.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, no, that the voice acting in this Fire Emblem, there's a lot of like high name people.
That's actually really cool.
And the game is developed on an engine called Unity, and some popular games that are made on that is like Escape from Tarkov. Genshin Impact I think was made on Unity. So it's a good system. It's free, up to like $100,000 or something like that. But um, there's a lot of good games that was made on this engine.
Interesting.
No, Unity's pretty common, pretty good engine too.
Yeah,
Yeah, for sure. The thing I heard about that game that got me really interested in it is uh the mechanic that they use where you get to like summon previous characters from other games. Now,
yeah.
I'm not a huge fan of Fire Emblem, but I really do appreciate when they do like add those nods and those things towards the previous games and kind of honor them in that way. So that's a really cool idea I like, and like if it's a good way to kind of sell your own games, right? Because if you like one of those summons or one of those characters, like they stick out to you or resonate in some way, it's like, I wonder which game this guy was from, and then maybe you get your players getting into the older series,
Hmm.
which from what I've heard, I haven't played any of the Fire Emblems, but I've heard they're all fantastic.
But see, this is it. They did it so good where it's like an alternate version of them. Obviously, because the real one's probably living in the same time or in the past, and they passed already or whatever.
Sure.
But so it's so cool because if you don't know those characters, this is still a good game to jump into because like the 12 rings, because these guys, they come out of the rings. They like the whole story's wrapped around these 12 rings, but it's not overly simplified where you're going to miss out on information if you don't know who they are. They give you all the information you need. They don't play a huge role in the story. The rings do, but not the characters. So you don't feel like you have to play all the previous games to know what's going on in this game, because you don't. Um, but if you do know, it's just a little bit of fan service, you know? You get to see these characters engage with each other and um like, oh, Ike, his personality was this way. I think it would be pretty cool to match him with this person. And then when they get their support up, you actually see conversations that they have with one another that's unique to them. It's not like for the support for C, it's the same for every person. It's not. It's very unique. So I like that. That this is a definitely well-made game, and it keeps me itching because I still want to play it. But I think I got to take a little break today, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe touch
Hey,
some grass today.
Yeah, maybe.
It's
I mean,
Sunday.
17 hours, man.
Playing this game like it's your job. Jesus.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. Like, it's not too often that like on the weekend that you stay up later than me.
But the times that I do, it's when there's a new release.
Yeah,
That's fair.
Yeah.
Usually when it comes around.
If
I
anything,
can't do
you're
it all
consistent.
the time. Yeah.
'Cause, like,
I can't.
was up to,
Oh, you froze, Tyler.
oh, did I?
Yeah. Say it
Oh.
again.
I was just saying, it's like I was up till about like 2:30, and then like you were telling me it's like that you were up till like 5. I was like, holy shit, dude! And I was like, you're never up that late.
Yeah, you're telling me. My body was in shock. Like when I was downstairs this morning, I woke up at 11. I come downstairs and I start feeling off. Like I know I need more sleep. And I look at this energy drink and I'm like, I probably shouldn't drink this right now because I already had 3 yesterday.
This
Like,
is going to be the one that puts me in a
Right.
coffin.
yeah. Yeah, like I shouldn't, but at the same time, I'm like, it's just because I'm sleepy. I'm gonna drink this.
Do you know how much caffeine is a limit to a day?
Well, they say 300, but it takes about like 2,000 milligrams to actually kill someone from caffeine, or to overdose, that is.
So Greg likes to keep it at 1,999 per day.
Yeah.
You're definitely living on the edge, my friend.
No, I mean, now to be fair, these aren't like that big on caffeine. They're 150 a can. So
Yes, but you had 3 of them,
yeah, 450 in a day.
so you're over the limit.
Okay. Tyler,
God
that's
bless
a
you.
big threshold between 300 and 2,000.
I'm just saying the normal limit to a day.
I bet you those numbers are crafted for people who also drink other beverages like water.
No, why? Why would I want to dilute it?
That's a good point. Yeah, I am a fool in this conversation. Please pardon me.
Now, Tyler,
Yes.
I'm pretty Hold on.
Yeah.
Keep talking. I want to do some research before I bring up my next point.
Sure,
Okay.
sure. So yesterday, Laura and I watched the first episode of Last of Us. Have you guys heard of that project?
Yes, I have heard of it. I never played the games. I have seen like bits and pieces of it. The show looks like it's for the most part, from what I'm seeing, keeping up pretty close to the games.
Oh yeah, yeah. No, I wasn't super big into the game. I'd played maybe like the first little bit, and I got on to something else. But the beginning of the game is almost like beginning of the show is almost picture perfect to the game. Like they use similar scenes. they did an amazing job adapting this to the to television, and their budget has got to be insane because the quality of it was almost like just watching a movie. Like it was that level. If every single video game adaptation to a movie was done this well, we would have video game movies overwhelming Hollywood. It was that good. Video game movies would be like the Marvel Cinematic Universe right now. That's how good this was. I can't speak high enough about the Last of Us show. It was really good, and I'm gonna keep on keeping on with that. Yeah,
You hear that, Assassin's Creed? Get your freaking shit together.
yeah. Man, I was just thinking, I wish when they throw all this money at these companies that they would do this. Like, and I'm from Resident Evil, so we have the worst movie adaptations with big budgets, but just terrible movies.
Yeah, I haven't even seen the last one. I didn't even know it existed.
Which one? Welcome to Raccoon City is the most recent one.
Yes,
I bet
I
John
didn't.
wishes it didn't exist.
I never knew it existed. Um,
Have you gotten the chance to watch it yet?
no, because I don't know if I want to spend the $10 to watch it.
Don't spend $10 to watch it. That's my first advice. Don't spend $7 to watch it. Don't spend 99 cents to watch it. Wait until that shit is free and you have nothing better to do with your time than to sit there and roast a movie with somebody with friends. Because that's what this movie is good for. It is
Yeah, and
so bad. You can just sit there and roast it the entire time.
and it has nothing to do with what's her name, does it?
Jill.
No, not Jill. The main character from the
Oh,
other Resident Evils.
yeah, Mila Jovovich, whatever her character is, or Alice, right? It was Alice.
Alice,
Yeah,
yes.
there's no Alice. It's truly does use the characters from Resident Evil, but it kind of fuses Resident Evil 1 and Resident Evil 2, the games, into
Mhm.
one movie. And you would think that would get them a lot more content and make the movie better because it like fixes pacing issues, but they don't take advantage of any of that. Merging of the two games. Uh, at least not good enough advantage of it to tell a decent story. They fall short in a lot of ways, and a lot of it's just it pulls you out of it because it's just unbelievable scenarios. That even in a video game, I'd be like, how can't this person feel the heat coming off of this zombie's body that's 5 feet from them while they're just sitting there? Like, just little stuff like that. It's something to behold at the very least.
Yeah, you lost me once you said it had nothing to do with Alice's story because then it's like Alice was not too bad, and then Wesker was pretty good.
I can't
So
stand Alice.
I kind of liked it.
My problem with Alice is she's not from the games. She was just penned in from
Well, neither
whatever.
is Daryl from The Walking Dead, but everybody loves Daryl.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But Daryl isn't the only character that they really like get into for like sure they do show other characters in the Resident Evil movies, but I don't know. It's just it was so far abandoned from the actual source material the movies were that I I can see appreciating in them and enjoying those movies as like zombie movies. And this is kind of what I say for a lot of the Resident Evils, but it's not a true adaptation for Resident Evil, in my eyes,
Yeah.
because it falls so far from the source material.
I mean, you're definitely more into Resident Evil than I am. I watched it for what it was and
Yeah,
enjoyed it. So I can understand why, like, someone as big of a fan as you are would have opinions on it.
yeah, absolutely. But
It's like I didn't mind Alice's character. I didn't mind Nemesis when he popped out. The
Nemesis, I did like the Nemesis, how they at least his cosmetics and his look, they did that really well.
okay.
Yeah, the backstory doesn't quite fit for the games, but they're trying to tell a story. For the movie, it worked.
Yeah, for the movie, like it makes sense. Like, giving him like this T virus ship while he's infected by the what are those things? The liquors or whatever?
Oh yeah, the
Those
lickers. Yep.
those doll creatures or whatever they
Oh,
are.
so the dogs are Cerberus. Is their like code name is Cerberus. The lickers, those are just lickers. They're the guys that climb on the ceiling.
Yeah, they're
Yep.
just liquors. Like they're like what is their origin? Please
Uh,
tell me.
they're bioweapons. They're bioengineered creatures, which I don't think they're necessarily dogs because the dogs or the zombie dogs are the ones that they talk about. But uh, yeah, kind of like the hunters in Resident Evil. I don't think they have a specific animal origin, but they're vaguely animalistic in design. So
Mhm.
yeah, I think early Resident Evil they just wanted nightmare creatures, and they didn't want to make giant spiders the only nightmare creatures that they had.
Well, thank God for that. Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't do spiders.
yeah. The first Resident Evil, so many spiders, so
Yeah,
many.
that's a hard pass for me. I
Yep.
don't I don't do spiders.
So I don't getting off Resident Evil and
Yeah.
going back because I did a little bit of research. Uh, I did research, but I don't know about this website, Mayo Clinic. I don't
Yeah, it
know
seems official.
the origins or anything. It looks official, so I'm gonna roll with it.
Yeah, good enough. I
And
mean,
they
there's no medical
say,
misinformation online.
oh, never, no. They say up to 400 milligrams a day.
Yes, that's what I was
So,
always told.
so what's 50 milligrams? You know, going
Heart
over.
palpitations.
Oh, dude, I get them on the regular. They ain't nothing.
You you get them on the regular, you should probably go see somebody.
Look, every time I drink an energy drink, I roll the dice. So,
Greg's first day of being 30 next week, and he's just gonna keel over.
yeah. Hey, at least you'll know not to drink them past 30, Tyler.
So
Great.
this is my last year to do so. All right,
I'm
I'm gonna
doing
live it
you a
up.
great service.
Greg's over here like, all right, we're at our midlife crisis at 30 because I'm only expecting to go in another 25 years.
Greg's gonna be my guinea pig for the year.
I hope. John, I don't want to live past 70.
Hey, I mean,
I,
it's what you make of it. Like, Miss Darlene at the Fitness Factory. Unfortunately, she passed away last year. She was incredible and a true like inspiration to the world. She was over 70 years old. She has more energy than the three of us here, more than like
Oh,
anyone
yeah.
who went into that gym. She was top notch, and it's like that's nuts. And she's like over 70 years old. It's like I she gets up at 3 o'clock in the morning every day. I'm like, no,
I mean,
nope.
maybe I would if I didn't have a job, but I
yeah,
gotta work.
yeah. But like she lived her life like, at the gym and going on the boardwalk and going for runs. Like she was always moving. She always had something to do.
Hey, so do you think if she didn't work out as hard as she did, do you think like she would have passed sooner?
Oh yeah.
Do you think the fitness really played a key in her life?
I think the form of being active is very important for people when they start getting older.
Yeah, I'm dying at 55.
I'm dying. And it's like I'm not saying like to be like even physically active and stuff like that. It's more so just being active and doing something, just like going out and doing anything but laying on the couch and just living a like a very lazy retirement.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you hear about
Right.
people who go into retirement and then almost like within the next year or two, like some people just have a huge downhill
Mhm.
from working to just trying to meet that retirement life. So
Hmm.
Yeah, because once you get to that age, like things don't like pump as normal and steady, and they start slowing down a little bit. So once your body's also relaxing a lot more, then it starts like going like this instead of like this at a pace.
yeah,
Um, you just get too relaxed. That's why it's like with my grandfather, God love him. Like he's 76, 77, still working at the shop, and it's like I know if he stopped right now and just stayed at home, he would probably pass away in like 2 months, 2, 3 months tops.
Yeah.
because that man does not know what it means to relax. But he really doesn't. It's like he's just as bad as Darlene when it comes to being like doing something and being like
Just as
motivated.
bad, just as good.
Depends on how you want to look at
Yeah,
it.
I
Like for him,
guess.
No, I
he
get it.
because he's at the shop where things are loud, dusty, paint fumes, brake clean, and everything else. Like you know, when you're that old, you don't need to be around fucking chemicals like that.
Nope. Yeah, I think eventually it's okay to take a break.
But like, he's also a tough SOB. Fun story with him. I don't even know if I told you guys this one. This is back when my grandmother was still alive. So this was before 2015. He was out shoveling his driveway. Okay, with the shovel, no plow, just shoveling, and it's cold. And like he starts like feeling some pain in his chest, but he's like, it's whatever. He's like, I'll walk it off. So he keeps shoveling out there for another couple hours. And he goes back inside and he's talking to his wife, saying, he's like, yeah, it's like my chest just really hurts right now. It's like I'm having a hard time breathing. So my grand takes him to the hospital because it's like, yeah, this can't be good. And the doctors come back, it's like, Alan, it's like, you have a collapsed lung.
Holy
He's like,
shit.
he's like, well, I'll be damned. I'm like, yeah, it's because that's what you say when you're like you're working on half air capacity. It's like, oh, okay. It's like, what do we do? Just so casual about it.
Wow.
It's like I get a collapsed lung, I'm gonna start crying.
I would be in the same boat. Need all the lungs.
Yeah. So like
Damn, your family is pretty like the short end of the stick when it comes to lung.
eh,
Like,
over
did
two
you guys know that prior?
lung issues.
Yeah. Like, is it
No.
something that like your grandfather's father had or his father had?
Uh, I
Because
mean,
that's
the only people.
crazy how like your grandfather had a collapsed lung and then that stuff with AJ.
I think it's just an Allen issue.
Oh,
Mm.
I think it's just people with the name Allen have bad lungs.
I know not to name my kid Alan.
Wait,
Yeah, I don't
my
think.
middle name's Alan.
Oh, John, no. Oh no. Well, John, it's been fun. Don't go shoveling anything.
I
Sounds
promise.
like an excuse not to
I
shovel.
promise I'm no longer shoveling ever.
Get wrecked, Laura.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to let her. I'm gonna have to let her know the bad news.
Make sure she listens and watches this video so
Oh,
she understands
she
the
will.
full.
She's always watching.
You just throw bubbles outside. All right, go shovel. Don't come back in.
Yeah, don't you come back until the entire thing's shoveled, Bubbles.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect. Ah.
Go out there and play, you little rapscallion.
See, I did you a justice and also gave you fear all at once. Oh, look!
Yep. For some reason, this little monster sleeps next to me while I'm on the computer.
Well, I mean,
Well,
remember,
isn't that what AJ's looking for?
yeah, our other host on here just said he wanted a cat last night. So
I have just the cat for him. Look, now she's
And it's
blocking my
free.
camera. What are you doing?
I'm sure at this
Oh,
point John will pay you to take him.
Yeah.
yeah, you hear that, AJ? When you listen to this, Bubbles is coming over for a gift.
Man,
Oh, it could be a housewarming gift.
Laura was pretty feeling pretty good yesterday. We almost left there with a new dog.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Maya.
Yeah.
Taylor will not let that one go.
No.
No, you have a better chance with Sasha. I think he hates her,
Oh.
especially
Yeah.
after that little medical trip.
I can only imagine. My gosh.
Well, and then Maya gets like attacked by skunks.
Yeah.
So it's like smell bad or
Oh,
financially like
Skunks
Maya
are
scared-
that's
bad one.
true. That's
Maya scared
yeah.
Erica last night when we were getting ready to leave.
Who did?
Maya scared Erica last night.
What'd Maya do?
She was outside in the dark.
Oh shit.
Just seen something running like, oh no!
And like by the time I like got my flashlight on, Erica's was like, ah! I was like, see, now you know how I felt when our neighbor's dog Aries ran up to me in the middle of the night. I just hear thud, thud, thud. I'm like, wow. I was like, this dog's lucky I don't have a gun on me right now.
Yeah, not cool dogs. Don't sneak up on people in the middle of the night.
Oh, no, I told Erica, was like, if I had a gun on me, like on my hip, and I heard like it was like Aries is like a pure muscular pit bull. So when he runs, like he thuds on his runs, and I'm like,
Mhm.
I would have shot that thing thinking it was either like a coyote or like a baby bear coming towards me.
Baby bear. Oh my gosh.
And all I heard was just these big thuds coming towards me. I'm like, nope. I was like, something's dying.
You're looking for the wrong porridge, boy.
I'm not gonna stop pulling this trigger until something's bleeding and dead.
Because like I know the difference between my three small cats running outside versus something that sounds like a miniature bear coming towards me.
Oh,
I was like, and my dogs are safely inside, so it's something else.
Yeah, if I go outside at night and I hear thud, thud, thud coming, it's probably a person, not an animal.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's way more
Well,
dangerous in your
Yeah.
neighborhood.
Your thuds have a little different sound than mine did.
All I can picture is Nemesis just thud, thud, thud in the
Yeah.
middle of the night. I would absolutely crap myself if I heard that in the middle of the night.
Yeah, no, thank you. I
Oh, and like you hear like someone running away, and you just hear like the failed attack attempt from Nemesis.
and this is why I lock my doors.
Yeah. Where's my flashlight?
Where's my
Woken up a
flashlight?
couple of times. So like sometimes I sleep with the windows open, and I'm not right now with it being winter, but I've been woken up a couple of times in the middle of nights to like the sound of coyotes just howling over the mountain. I'm like, yeah, fuck that, something's dying over there.
Shut up!
Oh, like the one, it scared the fuck out of me. I think it was like the first time we moved like into the house, so like this is like my first time like really hearing like a whole bunch of coyotes screaming. It scared the fuck out of me. I'm like, nope. I was like, glad they're over the mountain.
Yeah. Yep. We lived close to where we had coyotes, and when I lived in Ohio, and I don't like coyotes. Things are creepy. Just knowing they're
Yeah.
out there. Nope.
They run faster than you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I got my deck. Deck and door closed on it. It's like, at least I hope they don't jump over that. If they do, I'll probably scream a little bit, but
Then you'll just choke one out.
yeah, rear
At that
naked
point,
bitch.
You'll go
like,
down
okay.
fighting. I know that much.
At that point, you're just like, okay, well, it sounds like you want to die.
Sounds like I'm getting free dinner.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh
As
my
long as
god.
I don't have worms, then I'm good.
Put it in a chokehold and just start taking it into your kitchen, continuing to choke it while you're preparing its meat, cutting flanks off and whatnot.
Honey, I have dinner for the week.
It's just this pissed off coyote.
Oh, I can just see it now. Like Tyler drags this coyote into his house, right? Like it's dead, it's bleeding. Tyler has gashes all over his body, and Erica will still go, "You killed it!" Like, do not see me like riddled with scars now.
No, she first asked, like, is it still alive? Because she's going to want to boop the snoot. I was like, well, it was.
She's gonna want to
about
boop this
minutes ago.
100%. Yes. Oh my gosh.
Do we have any beer? It's like, I'm a little thirsty after this one.
Oh boy.
Just nothing but a flesh wound. It's like it.
Well, yeah. No, that's I love this mental image of you wrestling a coyote. I love that for you. I want to see that happen at some point.
Hey, I live out here long enough. Something might end up coming my way.
Let's see. Next for Patreon content. Let's go.
You're right.
Better than the Bigfoot knocking down the trees a couple months ago that we heard overnight.
You guys got a
yeah.
Sasquatch up there in them hills.
Oh, we were taking the dogs out at like 3 o'clock in the morning, and we just like heard a tree fucking fall, probably a football field length out. And I'm like, I looked at over Erica. I'm like, yeah, let's go.
Yeah,
Like, it's time to go.
that's when you lock the doors and you're like, okay, we don't go outside until morning. Yes.
Yes, when
Yeah.
the sun is out.
See, you should get a window, preferably like in your second floor that's facing that way, and just buy a machine gun.
Just buy a machine gun.
Yep.
Sasquatch can evade pictures, but can he evade machine guns?
Hey,
If it's anything like Call of Duty logic, I have to kill it with a knife.
the M249, you can buy a brand new one for 4K.
Oh, see, I got that. Tech
Oh, there we
season's
go.
coming up.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I would love one of these.
I just want a bare 50 cal. Give me that.
Oh, dude, can you imagine the poor motherfucker that tries to get into someone's house and they just have a light machine gun just chilling in there?
Just
Put it on a
chilling.
fucking Roomba, just like
If I
Alexa.
go like and like I open a door and I'm on there like I'm looting shit and I hear like douche 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 douche, I'm getting the fuck out of there.
Oh yeah.
I'm
If
gonna
if I don't die beforehand.
I'm gonna have it rigged, the light machine gun on a Roomba that's connected to Alexa. So as soon as I hear that door open, I'm like, Alexa, activate the Roomba. Okay, activating Roomba.
The murder Roomba.
Wrong house, motherfucker.
Wrong house. Oh man.
And then I'll
Wow.
give him to Johnson because Lord knows he needs his insulin. So
Yep. Yep. If the Roomba only shoots their ankles out, I don't need ankles to produce insulin.
this is true.
Huh.
Fair enough.
Oh boy.
See, you're thinking ahead of this game. See, we
Yeah.
got this.
Yep. Yep. I like this little murder house that we're all kind of crafting together. It's pretty sweet.
We should turn this into a movie. We got
It's
this.
like we're playing 7 Days to Die or something.
Yeah.
That's true. Speaking of 7 Days to Die, there's a new game coming out, kind of in the vein of like survival and crafting. So the game on Nightingale is going to be coming out early this year. So within before June, hopefully, as long as they don't push it out at all. But basically, the tagline for it is set out on a journey of survival and adventure into the mysterious, dangerous Fey realms of Nightingale. Become an intrepid realm walker and venture forth alone or with friends as you explore, craft, build, and fight across the visually stunning gaslamp fantasy world.
Yeah, this it looks good.
Yeah.
It
So
has like giants and shit in it.
yeah. You're so this game it's kind of like a crafting survival type game. But while you're playing it, the idea basically is that it's set in Victorian era. So you kind of have that like steampunkish aesthetic in some ways. But it's a different world where basically our world interacted with the Fey realm, and we learned how to harness magic. And so it's a high magic, high fantasy type world where you can travel between the different realms. And what had happened was humans started to see themselves on the same footing, same ground as fairies, and so fairies retreated back into their realms, and took their magic with them. So the magic humans have is only like magic that's taught to them by the Fae, or what they had left over when they had left the Earth. And you're able to walk between the different realms through traveling through portals and whatnot, which go to those different Fey worlds. But the way they make it cool is that the Fae create these homunculus-like creatures out of like humans, and these creatures are like huge abominations. So you're trying to use magic, you're trying to craft weapons, and you're trying to fight off these abominations created by some of the evil Fae. And you can work with different fairies for like gaining different magic. They'll have different motivations, and there's different tribes, it looks like. So kind of looks like an adventure, kind of survival-y type game. And I'm looking forward. I signed up for the beta on their website today, actually. So hopefully we get in there and I can do a little bit of streaming on that.
Yeah,
Oh,
that'd
hell
be
yeah.
cool. I might actually do the same. It looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah. It is a PVE, so you're not playing against other players, but it looks
Hmm.
like you can have other players join the fold with you to fight off against the monsters of Nightingale.
I'm interested to see in like how big the servers are gonna be.
That's a good point. Or if they'll do the same thing they do with like 7 days or other games like that where it's just player hosted servers. We'll see. I'm looking forward to it. It looks really good.
Did you already talk about when it's a possible release date? Do they have any idea?
I think it's prior to June this year. They
Oh,
said first
cool.
first half of 2023, but no definitive release date. And studios have been pushing back release dates. A game coming out January 24th, which this is more of a warning than a advisement. Forspoken is coming out for PlayStation 5 and the PC in 2 days. The game looks awesome. You play as an ordinary young woman who must harness her magical abilities to survive in a fantastical and dangerous fantasy world. This is, at its core, a beautiful world exploration, and you'll be facing treacherous trials to unravel the mysteries. So, it's kind of like an adventure, kind of like a mystery type game. So the good of it is this is a Square Enix game, so it's got a solid production studio behind it. They do great work. The gameplay, like the handling, looks like it's pretty good. That they seem like they have some decent systems around this game. The bad though, and it's a big one. The game is plagued with poor optimization. And when I say poor optimization, what I'm saying is that for PlayStation 5, which it's being released for, if you favor frames per second, your video quality is 720p at 30
Ooh.
frames per second. So they have this beautiful world that the graphics engine from this game cannot run effectively enough to give you decent frame rate along with a good picture. And then there are dips down to like 7 frames per second if you're playing at high graphics for the PlayStation 5. In addition, PC, it's not optimized well enough, which when you have games that are poorly optimized, they don't use the graphics cards or, you know, the graphics chips nearly as well. And so even for PC, they're just recommending to have your settings at 30 frames per second. And I don't know, speaking with PC players, nobody wants 30 FPS for PC. That's 60 minimum, and you have a good game at 60 FPS. Your experience is going to be pretty poor as far as the graphics go. Then, even if you have a higher quality card, it might not matter that much. So, they could work on the game more and work on the optimization, but at this point I don't recommend anybody pick that game up until they've figured it out. They've already delayed the release of the game by 6 months, so I think at this point they did never figure it out, so they're just pushing it out so that they can work on the next project.
Yeah, that's the downfall of like the Tales of Symphonia remake that I am super fucking excited for. It's capped at 30 FPS. Now, mind you, the version that's on Steam right now is 30 FPS, and that runs fine. But the only console that runs this game at 60 FPS is the GameCube. That is the only console that it runs on. PlayStation 3 was 30 FPS. Steam's 30 FPS. I can't remember if it was on Xbox, but that has to be 30 FPS as well if it is. I thought the remaster or remake, however they want to clarify it, I thought they were gonna do 60 FPS. That seems smart to me,
Yeah.
but for some reason, I think because they scaled the graphics up with a lower frame rate count, they found a way to make it smooth. Like I believe they run it at what is it? 1420 is it?
14, yeah, 1440.
1480.
Yeah,
I
1440, I think.
I think
Yeah.
1440 is what it runs at 30 FPS. So they said the FPS is still low, but you'll get a smooth experience.
Yeah, some games can pull that off. I think Tales of Symphonia probably can pull off lower frame rate because you're really moving left and right. It's
Yeah.
not a 3D experience.
Well,
Um,
it
or
is 3D combat. Don't get me wrong. Like you
okay,
can run around people. But I just hope. Oh,
yeah,
you know what?
fingers crossed.
I don't think it is 1440. I think it's 1080.
Okay.
I think it's 1080p.
I think most people game at 1440, but 1080 is still considered high resolution, but that was considered high resolution a while ago. So now
The
we're
way
up
I look
to
at it,
go.
oh, go ahead. Oh, okay. The way I look at it is I'm going to play this game regardless. It could have been worse, and I'm still going to play through it.
Yeah, hey, I mean,
So,
you got the release of a game that you like, so try it out and fingers crossed.
mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. Well, do we have anything else on the itinerary?
Let's see.
Not that I
We have
know
a
of.
tournament coming up here.
We do. 1 month and 3 days from now?
Yeah, yeah. So get your teams around. I think right now we have what 3 or 4 teams tracked right now. I still need to work on getting some people around for my team, but we'll hey, if we have 4 teams, that's enough to do a little tournament and just have some fun for the day. So
Oh, hell yeah.
but yeah, I mean, we could go. Gosh, we could have more people pop in. That'd be awesome. So
Yeah.
yep.
It's a shame that my wife probably won't be able to partake in this one. She
Why
is on
not?
call. She's on call.
Aw.
Yeah.
So like as soon as they call and say, "Hey, you have to come in," it's just boom. And like her luck, they'd be like in the middle of a match, and she's
Mm-hmm.
gotta book it, and that's it.
Yep.
So unfortunately, and that's gonna be a crap week for her because she's on call that Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
That sucks.
Yeah, but like if she don't get called in, she's still getting paid.
Yeah. Hey, fair enough.
So we'll just keep our fingers crossed. So far, all the last like 3 weeks of her being on call, she hasn't gone in, so it's like literal free money.
That's my favorite. That's my favorite type of money is free money.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
So
Yeah.
good. But yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to this tournament. I think we have 1 or 2 teams that'll be more competitive, but I think we're trying to go at this more of a chill vibe, right, Greg? Like we're just having fun, or is this are we trying to be sweaty about this tournament?
I know somebody who's gonna be sweaty.
What should our listeners look for this tournament?
Um, well, here, I'll break this tournament down. If you play against AJ's team, what you do is if you get lucky enough to hang AJ at least once, you hang him and you watch him bleed the fuck out on the hook.
Yeah,
That is what you do.
you're gonna lose your
And
points, but you
and the way I'm doing this tournament is if I do play in it, if we can get everything smoothed out, I'm playing to win.
oh
All
yeah,
right.
And
So
if that involves me like camping 1 or 2 people, I'm gonna feel bad about it, but I'm gonna uninstall Dead by Daylight after this tournament anyway. So if I wronged you in Dead by Daylight, I leave it in Dead by Daylight.
oh boy,
So
I mean,
just saying.
and to be fair though, like with hooks and all that, like there are points for hooking survivors.
Yeah.
So if you hook somebody and you face camp them through their health stage and they die on hook from the first hook, that counts as 1 kill and 1 hook, not 3 hooks. So
yeah,
it's a pretty big point loss you get. I think you lose 2 points, and ultimately, if the other team gets all of the points, then you just threw the game. But
yeah,
it's
because
also
we get
AJ's team,
points.
so I
Yeah.
I see that strategy being a little valid. but
Yeah, you just have to watch out because if you end up camping everybody, and everyone's just gen rushing the shit out of it, if you add it up, more often than not, like the survivors are still gonna get more points, and then it's
Hmm.
our turn for the killer to be super sweaty.
yeah.
The right things has to happen. Like
Yeah, you have to play
obviously,
really
if I
smart.
have 3 generators left and I'm hooking someone for the first time, chances are I'm not going to camp them.
No.
But if I can get like an early down or something, yeah. I'm not saying I'm going for it, but if the cards line up where it's like it makes sense to just camp X player,
AJ.
All right. Yeah, we're
probably.
coming out for blood this tournament. So bring your workout attire cuz you're going to get sweaty
So
this tournament.
Mm,
the way I look at it is like last tournament that we had, we kind of went into it kind of casual, right?
yeah. Like
Well,
you and I
Chef's
like
team blew our assholes out.
uh,
Like that team was so damn good. I
those for
don't
kings.
I don't think you should go into this thing like really all that casually because there's going to be a team like there's already a team we don't know any of the players.
Yeah.
It's people that work with Taylor. So we don't know how they play. We don't know if they're going to be super casual or super competitive, but my way of thinking is plan on them being super competitive so that way you're prepared, you know?
Yeah.
Well, here's my thing. It's called a tournament.
True, yeah.
So, like, in Dragon Ball Z logic and all their tournaments, World Tournament, Tournament of Power, nobody's fucking around. Everyone's there to win. It's just in the
Well,
name
it's also their
tournament.
lives are at
Well,
stake.
the Tournament of Power is.
Yeah.
But it's like, once you hear the word tournament, like, this is now time to compete. Like, yeah,
And
it's all for fun, but we're still here to win.
and if
Yeah,
the
yeah.
last tournament taught me anything, it's that tournaments mean that there shouldn't be an entry fee.
Oh jeez.
Those clowns.
Yeah.
Look, if you have the audacity to think, "Hey, a tournament, oh, I have to pay an entry fee for a tournament?" Dude,
Yeah.
just here's the pistol. Go outside, touch the grass, pull the trigger.
Save the
And then
Earth.
start running cuz it's a sprint, right? Greg, that's what you're
Yes.
going for?
That's like even my grappling tournaments I
Go.
did. I had to pay for
Exactly,
money.
John. I'm glad you caught it.
Yeah, yeah, it's a marathon,
Yeah.
not self harm. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
John threw the rope down in the hole. Climb
Uh,
on up.
Too bad I had the fucking saw for the rope, so.
Uh-oh.
Um,
Uh-oh.
but anyways, yeah, the that like you have to spend money. It's a tournament, like it's entry fees. I did that for
Hmm.
my grappling tournaments.
Yep. Yeah, and
Every
with
tournament I've been
tournaments,
in.
yeah, I mean with hobbies and stuff like that, sometimes you do have tournaments that are geared towards a more casual audience. I mean, it's still a competition where everybody's trying to get the grand prize, but ultimately a lot of people are just there to either show their support for the game
Mhm.
or just to have fun and have a good time. Sounds like we're getting pretty sweaty for this tournament, but if anybody wants to hop in just to have some fun, I mean, you may be donating $20 towards the winning team, but it's going to be a lot of fun. You're going to have a fun time during the tournament. And first off, you'll learn something. You'll be able to play better playing against other teams and other people. There will be commentary on matches. So that part you'll get to hear about, what you could optimize better. We don't really harbor like super uh, like mean or like we're pretty accepting of people and how they play and whatnot on the server. So I don't see that anybody's gonna roast you for making a poor play or whatever. It's just hey, this person did this, they
The
probably should have looped around this way, or that type of thing. But other than that, it's just gonna be
yeah,
a good time.
the thing with AJ is he'll humble you, but he'll also like tell you how to be better too.
Exactly.
And like he would almost like if he could talk to the killer while doing it, like he would literally like try to tell the killer, "Hey, try doing this instead while I'm doing this." Like that's just the kind of person he is.
Hmm.
Like, if he could talk to the killer while he's being chased, he would literally try to help him be better.
Oh, for sure. Unless the killer just sits there and face camps, then the killer's getting all the salt in the world.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Which I love that for him.
Like, you're getting that from everybody. If you end up face camping, like...
Look, I'm ready to
You're-
catch shit.
like,
I'm gonna be counting my money. Yeah, people hate me. People hate me.
Yeah,
Like, your
man,
family
I
doesn't
can't
love
believe
you.
I.
Greg, you'll be the only person if you face camp that I won't hate you, but everyone else I will wish horrible things.
I
So
wasn't
you'll be
expecting to get the green light.
Oh shit!
you're dude, you're in my wedding. Like, of course you have green light. I said it, but if anyone else does it,
Oh, now I'm definitely doing it. Oh, but
I mean,
I mean the
it's a double-edged sword.
yeah, the rules definitely set it up so that it doesn't it's definitely a bad thing to face camp and that type of thing. Like anybody who's playing seriously should know that it's not the best idea. But like
But then again,
any
we-
rule
we-
set, there's can be tactical advantages in certain things. So
because if
Plus-
people run toolbox and built to last, like everyone's gonna get those 5 gens done just like that. If you're gonna face camp and kill 2 people, but people have 5 gens done, guess what? Survivor's already won.
Yeah,
Yep.
because like these are team comps that everyone like the team knows each other. The team practices together. They know like they have roles for everyone. So chances are like camping is only good if there's no one on the Jennies. Everyone's trying to get everybody. So if you have like 1 or 2 people on the Jennies and one designated person going to get the person, you're probably gonna end up fucking yourself more than not.
Mhm.
As the killer, that is.
Yep.
But yeah, like I said, if the cards are right, AJ, we're gonna take a good long look at you.
oh jeez. All right, guys. Well, I think that's all I got. Anything else from you guys?
Nah.
No, but I think that's it. Just bring your A game here in a month.
We're gonna bring our A game, and you're gonna bring your AJ.
Yeah.
Find yourself an AJ because you're gonna need it.
I don't have an A game, so I brought AJ.
This is close enough, right?
Yeah, it
Oh
really
my
is.
gosh. But all right, guys. Well, we will catch y'all later. Bye.
See ya.